carving ham. Hello, Jimmy
How
Stovall.
are you? Good to be here.
Wonderful to see you. Okay, so let's just kind of get right to it.
Yes.
Because when people hear Corky's, they think, oh, the March food of the month must be barbecue.
Right.
But ham isn't a leap.
No, the East, no, it's a smoked pork meat. I mean, that's what the barbecue is.
Exactly. So tell
Yes.
everybody about this carving ham.
Yeah, so this ham is really created for a nice, a reception or a wedding where there's a carving station similar to roast beef.
Yeah.
And so it's totally boneless, almost 5 pounds.
Wow.
It's Applewood smoked, and then you carve it yourself. And I like to do thin slices,
Yeah.
but this carving yourself really, really takes up the presentation to a different level. It's not just your basic spiral slice that you're used to.
Right.
And that this is totally different. The flavor's fantastic. It's tender and
Look at how
juicy.
tender that
and it's
looks.
easy to do. It's
Okay.
all you're doing is heating back up.
So, couple things. First of all, the fact that it's the March food of the month means we've got a phenomenal price because what you're looking at is just under 5 pounds. It's a 4 3/4 pound ham that you are getting. And the decision you're going to make is, do you want yours to go out immediately, or would you like yours to ship March 19th? And then we're going to choose the glaze.
Yes.
So tell me, because there's a brown sugar glaze,
what
which
this
is a
one
little
is.
more traditional. That's probably what we would
Absolutely.
recognize.
Yeah, so this is a brown sugar
Can I try
apple
that?
cider vinegar apple cider glaze.
Okay.
Yeah, and so again, it's Applewood smoked,
Okay.
and then that fantastic sticky sweet glaze on top.
Okay.
It's already on there, and so you just heat it back up. That glaze sort of caramelizes.
Okay.
So that's a little bit sweeter, more traditional. It's good, isn't it?
Oh, wait, that ham.
I know, isn't it great? That Applewood smoked flavor, and to
And
me,
I get a little of that.
yeah,
That Applewood smoke.
right.
It's so tender.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's why I cut it thin. And first of all, it goes further, which everybody likes. And then the second thing, it's so tender.
Oh, that's
cut it
good.
thin. The little bit of that glaze kind of come off the top. Dip it in there. Now let's talk about this one. This
Okay.
is my new one.
Okay.
And I know you're thinking about
All
it.
right.
Wait till you try it.
Here it is, everybody. You can have your Corky's Applewood smoked boneless ham with the sweet and smoky glaze.
Yes.
Tell me what that is.
So this right here, so we take our barbecue rub, we rub it on top, and then it sits, that flavor just sinks down into the meat, and then the same process, Applewood smoke.
Look at that slice.
And then, yeah, look at this. I cut the big piece off so you can see right here. Look at this.
Oh my gosh.
And so at the end, we baste it with our barbecue sauce. It's not overpowering, and when you cook it, it just sort of caramelizes down, so it's not just like dripping in sauce like a rib.
Right.
But wait till you try the flavor.
So you do dry rub.
Dry rub
and then
first.
okay.
Yes, and
Oh,
then
I
we
gotta
do
try
this sauce on the top. Wait till you try.
Okay.
Talk about a real Southern Easter.
Okay, I
You
know
tired
it.
of the same old thing?
Oh my goodness, I can't even wait to try this. Okay.
It is. I love the barbecue ham. It's good, isn't it?
Oh, wow.
See, surprised you.
Oh my goodness. You want this. I'm gonna say, America, you want this. Can I tell you? Because it is. And it's just the right balance
Right.
of the smoky barbecue.
And that's what you want, because the true
Yeah.
star is the ham. I
Oh
mean,
my gosh.
the true star in barbecue
Jimmy,
is
that's
always the
good.
meat. And so you want that fantastic flavor of the meat. And then we season it to get the flavor in there.
Wow.
And smoke it, and then top it with that sauce.
So here's what I'm going to say, because most of us would agree that the ham is probably the most looked forward to item on the table.
Yes.
When you're thinking about your holiday centerpiece, it's the ham.
Right.
That is so delicious. And
Isn't it?
again, that it's a carving ham, and you can slice it to the thickness or thinness that
You
you
can.
want. And the glaze is already on there, so all I'm doing is preparing. I don't even have, there's no packet I have to fix.
No,
There's
no.
nothing
You
else
don't
I
have to do anything. It's in a vacuum sealed bag, it's fully cooked, already glazed on top. And so all you do is thaw in your fridge. I recommend a couple of days, especially if you're doing it at Easter, just because it's solid meat, right, to thaw.
So have you had?
No, I need
No.
to try this.
She
Oh,
hadn't had
Sharon.
the barbecue one
It's
yet.
enormous, by the
Wait,
way. It's
I know,
huge.
I know. Now I know you've had the one with the brown sugar glaze
Yeah.
that we've done for Christmas
Christmas
before.
holiday.
Wait till you try this barbecue one. Grab a little.
Is there an
there's a
extra
little
fork?
fork right
I know,
there.
please help me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you
And-
gotta try this, Sharon. It's just
The barbecue sauce, that rub.
Isn't that
Isn't that
good?
awesome?
first of all, the way that you're able to slice it as thin as you want, and you
Yes.
don't have to take the slice that's been done for you.
I know.
So moist,
Isn't it?
so moist, and that flavor,
Isn't it great?
a little
do you-
bit more savory. I mean, there's a hint of sweetness in there, but it
Yeah.
really is savory for people that really
is.
aren't into the whole brown sugar thing.
It's right. It's a little bit of tanginess with that barbecue sauce, that tomato-based
And the
barbecue
Applewood
sauce.
smoke.
But you taste that in the meat, absolutely.
That's
And
good.
that I love that it's not carbs. So the presentation to me is phenomenal. On your table, and you just pre-slice it like this. People can grab what they want,
Yeah.
thick or thin, or they can cut it themselves.
Look at this. All right, so let me give you an opportunity, because as you're looking at this, I will tell you, as good as it looks, as mouth-watering as it is, it tastes even better than you might imagine. And so if you're a traditionalist and you know that you love that fantastic sort of brown sugar glaze,
Yep.
that's what Corky's has done here. That's an option. Or you can choose the sweet and smoky, and that just, again, that dry rub, that wonderful kind of savory flavor that works with back to the sort of smoky, delicious flavor of the ham. The price is $69.94. The easy pay that we have for you means it'll be out the door and on its way to you for less than $20. Now, two things. Would you like your ham to go out right away? And you can put it in the freezer until you're ready to prepare
Absolutely.
it. Or would you like it to go out March 19th? So if you want it closer, because this is going to be your Easter ham, this is going to be your holiday ham, let us know that. One other quick thing I will mention, there's auto delivery. Here's why that's important. Corky's has never done this ham for us at Easter time.
That's right.
You did it in November for the holidays.
Yep.
You did it at Christmas in July, correct?
That's it, yes.
Never done it for the Easter celebration. So if you would love to have the 4 3/4 pound Applewood smoked boneless carving ham from Corky's, and I'm going to tell you, if you want to order a couple of these, because after you finish with your holiday meal,
Right.
you're going to want to have this on hand just because it's that good. But you do need to let us know, because you introduced this on the weekend.
Yes.
And Jimmy, already, I mean, you know, what happens is we anticipate how many people we think are going to want
Sure.
something. Yet this far exceeded our expectations. This has been really, really popular. When we say to you, it is the March food of the month, we expect it'll make its way through March. To guarantee that you're getting yours, I would order it this afternoon. Use your credit card for the Easy Pay, and remember, the shipping and handling is free. Okay, I'm going back in.
Yes, go back in.
Because-
So here's that brown sugar glaze. I'll cut you a little piece here. But let me tell you, you talked about extras being left over.
thank you, yes.
This is what you do.
Okay.
Is you take that, slice it off, put it in a skillet, let it sort of sear up and get warm. Mm-hmm. Throw it on a biscuit right
On a
here.
biscuit.
I'm telling you, this is breakfast, lunch,
Look at
dinner.
that.
Look at that right there.
How good is that?
And,
You're right.
And again, you see that fantastic glaze. It's
Mm-hmm.
just glistening. It's so tender, so good. I do like to cut it thin. That just adds to the tenderness.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it breaks it down, and then you get fantastic pull apart pieces, and then the flavors all the way through.
It is the flavor, I'll tell you. And there's something, again, the apple smoke gives it this wonderful kind of smoky, sweet, it's tender, it's moist. Every bite is delicious. And whether you love kind of the traditional brown sugar glaze, I encourage you to try that sweet and smoky.
Isn't it
because
good?
I'll tell you, it's the perfect blend of those things together. And it's kind of a surprise in your mouth.
Yes.
You're like, ooh, I recognize the ham. Ooh, I know what I love about about Corky's barbecue. You put those two together and it's just like, ooh, happiness. That's
right.
what it is. So here's what's going on. You're looking on your screen and seeing that these are 4 3/4 pound hams. It's big.
It is.
You get to slice it up the way you like. And I can, when I get it home,
Yep.
I can either put it in my freezer,
Uh-huh.
I can thaw it in my fridge if I
That's
want
right.
to.
That's right.
And then if I want to serve it warm, I can just heat it up in the
Yeah,
oven.
so I recommend heating it up just because I like it a little bit warm.
Okay.
So what you do is thaw in your fridge overnight, and then I put it in a baking dish.
Okay.
You know, kind of squeeze out the rest of that glaze or that sauce that's in the bag.
Okay.
You can put a little bit of water, about 350. Just make sure you cover it, and when you cover it, all that moisture and steam just kind of cooks back into it. Slice it thin, and you have this fantastic, juicy, tender ham. You carved yourself. It's unique. It's not the same old thing that you always serve. You going back in?
Yeah. Although I might need you to take your
Now
knife
you
and
can
half
take
that
that
for me.
right there.
I mean, I would,
There you
if
go.
it was just me, I would, yeah, that's so good. I have to tell you. Think about it. The ham is the first thing people put on the plate.
It is.
You know, whether you've got the buffet
Yep.
and the family's all making their way around,
Yep.
everybody's reaching for the ham first. This is Corky's ham, and this is the first time they've done this ham for us for the Easter holiday. And it is the March food of the month and has already been really, really popular. One other thing I will mention too, because it's less than $60, which is phenomenal, that March food of the month price, and you have easy pay. Go ahead and order the one that you're going to have for spring or for Easter or for, any day, but ask for the auto delivery, because that means basically your name's on the list to get one sent to you next November, and you're getting it at the price we've got for the March food of the month.
And Easter's one of those forgotten about holiday. You forget to the last minute. Oh, I need to get this. I need to get that. This is perfect. You can just throw it in your freezer, and then a couple days out, you're ready to go with your main dish.
And I'm going to tell you, when you carve that ham and you slice it up, and it's the first thing they put on the plate, and then they enjoy that first bite, everyone is going to want to know, where on earth did you find that
right.
ham?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Here's where we are. 4,000 orders.
Wow,
Now, this is the March food of the month, just introduced days ago, presented with Jimmy for the very first time days ago. If you want to make sure it's the centerpiece of your holiday table, or you just love good ham and you love things from Corky's, in 58479, that's the item number. Remember, your shipping and handling is free, and we'll make sure your Applewood smoked carving ham from Corky's will be on its way to you. Well done, my friend. That's good.
Thank you. Y'all enjoy it.
Thank you, Jimmy. Hey, listen, I want to tell you about something coming up in just a little bit. Have you heard of Corzonas? Many of you have and love these, and I'd love for you to call me when we get to this presentation.